if you're like me and you look at this secondary farm right here and think, ooh, I could do a lot better than that. Well, hey, we're in luck because we could delete literally everything that's on here right now. Also, just to let you guys know, I have tried to extend the resolution scaling a little bit. I doubled it. So instead of 4K, it's like, I don't know, like 5K, something like that. Anyway, nonetheless, I got a lot of stuff here, and I wanted to jump in, take a look, and maybe demolish some things. Yeah, we'll go and demolish that. All of the fences straight through here. One of the nice things about fences is all you got to do is click and drag, and it'll go whoop. Yeah, and I just found out this a few days ago. Swing. So we're going to delete all of the fences. Then I'm going to go through and delete all of the trees. Now, the trees are a little bit different. I'm going to be using a mod called Easy Dev Controls. What that's going to allow me to do is go in and actually completely delete every tree, everything that is hanging out. So there we go. Fence is gotten rid of. Next step, I don't need to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to be painting down grass. Matter of fact, I'm going to go into the painting and select the grass itself, and we are going to paint down all of this area because some of these trees are bushes and some of them are actual trees, and I need to be able to help myself distinguish between the two. That way I can delete the appropriate ones. And the good thing is as well, I don't actually need to delete everything, and I don't need to paint everything. I just need to paint over these areas where trees are existent. Oh, what is that on the ground right there? Once we got all that, now we can go into the Easy Dev and delete objects input. And I believe it is just the delete key that makes them delete. Oh, nope, it is the end key because you're ending their lives. Boom, goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, that's easy. Ooh, one more, let's do one more. Pow! Now that that's done, we get to have a little bit of fun. So, if you guys watched some of my late live streams, you were able to see me putting in a new BGA from Pumps and Hoses. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. Well, at least we're going to be adding on to that setup. Another thing I'm going to be doing is the animal set as well. Now, beforehand, we did everything from the side or from the front. We had one animal pen. However, with this new setup, I'm going to run two of these. So we're going to run one animal pen on one side and then basically flip it and put one on the other side. That way we can run up to 2,000 head of cattle all at once, and we'll be able to create some really, really nice fences and setups and things like that. That way we can drive in here a little bit easier. Plus, with all of the food and stuff being on side roads, we really don't have to do much moving around. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. And you can see here as well, I'm going to line it up pretty closely with it. Not like perfect, but I think pretty closely. Oh yeah, and make sure that you turn on free build because otherwise it's just going to cause you a whole bunch of problems. And yay! Whew. All right, so these are down. We can now see exactly where everything is. So over here on the left-hand side, we've got 1,000 head of cattle. And right out here, we've got a place where we can buy them, etc. And same thing on the other side, but just turned around backwards. If you really wanted to spice things up, you could also put one of these right here somewhere. If you wanted to run like, what, 3 of these at one time, so they give you 3,000 head of cattle. We're not going to do that, I don't think. But it at least is a cool, fun idea if you guys want to do that at home. Interestingly, I am running into a bit of a problem here. I can't get any fences to like work. Now they'll work all the way, and I put them like right here, but no matter what, they don't work. They're not working. They just say that they're colliding with an object. I don't know why. This is fine, but then once it gets into here, it starts to collide again. So I don't know what I did, but I think maybe we should just go with one cattle barn rather than 2. I found a way for it to work. Sweet. And I'm going to be using this fence right here. I like the wood fence. I don't know. It's just a little different. I was kind of back and forth between that fence and this fence right here, but I thought the wood fence kind of gave it a little bit more life, a little bit more just pizzazz, if you want to call it that. So I went with that. I'm also changing it up just a little bit from the way that it was. I'm starting on the very, very edge, just like those, and then trying to get it to a point where it doesn't completely collide. There we go. So both of our sides are completely fenced in now. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it your way, however way that is, but this is the way that I've decided to do it for myself. Now, we get to have a little bit of fun because I'm actually going to create a little bit of a pathway, like a road that goes up through the middle here. And on the left side, this is going to be where like our manure collects and the slurry collects, things like that. I ran into a bit of a problem with that with the last set. I'm trying to make it just a little bit different. However, with this, there's a few things that I want to do. For example, I want to be able to go in there if I want to. So I'm going to go here. We're just going to kind of line that up just like so. And then we're going to add in a fence. Now, I do want it to go inwards, not outwards. So maybe we need to redo that a little bit. Yeah, this will work just fine. So we'll just start with this side instead. Point it in just a little bit, and that will be good. I'm going to do the exact same thing over here as well. That way we've got a couple different ways in just in case, for whatever reason, I might need to get into the cattle area. Well, we can. Oh, that's a bit of an angle, isn't it? Not really what I wanted, but I guess it is what it is. There you go. So we have the beginnings of our cattle area. So now we can go over here and go ahead and turn all of that gridding off. I know that the gridding is a little bit annoying to some people, myself included. I'm going to forget that that's there because that doesn't stand out very well. And then there's the other one right here. Again, I'm going to forget that that's there. Let's go and turn the gridding off. Boop. Got it. Oh, where'd it go? So I said we're going to have the area for all of our silo and where the manure spawns and things like that. And that's exactly what we're going to do next. So I'm going to go into buildings. We're going to jump into our silos. There's one specifically that we're going to use. This one right here, just a stereotypical liquid silo. That's what we want from Omatana. I also, for ease for myself, wish to have access to these from the road. So that's exactly what I'm going to set up right here. Also, again, make sure you got free build turned on, but otherwise you're going to have a bad time just like I was about to there. Here we go. One little spot there. That's good. And then we'll jump into silo extensions and we'll place a few of these down, maybe in a triangle. That way it looks, kind of cool, but a little bit different all at the same time. And of course, we have to have a place for our manure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up right over here with like the edge of the farm, right about there-ish, I think. And then we're going to line that up here beside the road as well. With manure heaps and piles and things like that, you don't have to go in them in Farming Simulator anymore. So we're just going to park it out right outside. Beep. Just like so. Oh yeah, and these little things as well. I kind of put up the last time we did this, I put up these little places so that the cattle had a nice little area to eat under. And you guys seem to really like that. So we're going to do the same thing again here. I really like these setups, but we're not going to do it down on the very end. We're going to do them up here somewhere. Boom! Covered feed area, baby. Let's go! And of course, I said we've got to have access to this side. So let's put down one of these. So this is the green shed from the 10 by 12 shed mod. I don't know. All I know is that this thing is going to look great and it matches kinda with the other stuff. So I just got to make sure I can put it down in an area where it's straight enough and where we can get a fence behind it, and it's about halfway between these two pieces. Wha-bam! Yeah! So now we got manure over here to the right. In the middle, we've got a shed, and to the left right here, we've got silos, which I'm going to put a tree right there. Okay, so let's do a little bit more fence building, decoration. Get me those fences. Yes, sir. All right, so now we're going to take this fence right here, and let's take, we should probably do something here on the side, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to make it a little bit fun and interesting and daring, if you will. So we're going to line this up as best we can with the edge right about here, I think, is where the side goes. Boom. Just like that. And you know what? Forget it. We'll just come all the way over here and we'll go to this until it tells us that it collides. Right there, that's where we're going to stop. And then maybe like this way. I don't know, kind of like that being open there on the side. I could have done a closed side shed, but I didn't really feel the need to do that. So now we've got this area here. Let's go ahead and select that. We'll come over here right to the edge. About right there is probably going to be about where we want to go. I am going to run a fence around to the outside. Ooh, collides with another item. I don't know what other item that could be. Ooh, maybe it's... I don't... Oh, collides right there too. Maybe if I can sneak it in between. Oh, I can sneak it in between. Yeah. Right there and then over to here. Oof. Big oof. Well, it worked, right? Sure did. And then that distance is going to be too short. Not going to be able to work it there. So we'll just cancel that. Maybe bring it to here. Something. Bueller? Ooh, here's a fun idea for no reason whatsoever. Let's put a gate right here that comes into the shed. Why? I don't know. Just because, right? Absolutely. So we'll put it about right there. There we go. And then we'll add on a little bit of fencing to come to over here. Well, it connects, so whatever. We'll let it connect. Just like that. Why? I don't know. Okay, here's where we can run another internal road. I'm not sure if I want it to kick inwards or not. That seems like it'll work just fine, but I do want to give it a little bit of space. So we're going to extend this maybe out just a little bit. Hey, right where it says that this distance is too short. That's kind of the perfect amount, actually. That's what I want. Right there, we'll go inward just a little bit, like, I don't know, to that maybe? Man, doing farm builds is a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work as well. That'll do, I guess. And then we'll do another one over here where it says distance too short. We'll leave it to it, and we'll be done. There you go. And we'll bring this back, just like so. And that looks crooked. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it be? Boom! Got it! Why? I don't know, it just felt right. We're also gonna do something very, very similar right about here. So I wanna make sure that I'm lined up just about perfectly with that and just about perfectly with this part over here, because this is gonna kind of be the end of the cow farm area. So we'll bring that right to there and we will clip it off there. We'll bring it in one bit right through here with the distance saying it's too short, which is gonna be the perfect length for what we're doing. Boom. And then lastly, one little fence part to go to there. That is just about right for what we're wanting to do right here. Oh yeah, hang on, one more. All right, well, more or less I'm happy with all of that. It's a little bit confusing, I think, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Let's build a BGA, man. If there's something I learned really, really quickly messing around with this the other day was you need the biggest one. Just spend the money, get the largest one. We're gonna take this around to the back and put it about right there-ish. We do need to make sure that the free build is on. So with this being in the middle, this is gonna give us a few extra options for inputs and things like that. I would like to do 2 inputs, but I think for now, probably gonna be okay with just doing the single ones on one side. So we've spent that cash, we got that money. There you go. All right, so it's placed that centerpiece down for us. And as you can see, the liquid silo is showing up, because if we go into silos, we click this, these show up as liquid silo as well. So it's actually taken Omatana's mod. It thinks that it's this. She didn't mean for it to be that. This mod came out long before Pumps and Hoses did. But it's super cool that it actually works. So there's 1 and 2. I don't think we'll need more than 2. We can put more down. I mean, we got room for them like right here, but I'm not sure running 3 is the best, at least right now. So we're not gonna worry about 3. We do need a gas torch. These don't cost very much and they're nice and handy. I'm gonna place 2 of these down. We do not need to. No, we don't. But DjGoHam wants to. And we also got our cogeneration plant we need to put out. We're going to put the biggest one. Just, man, it's going to be so much easier. Just put down the biggest one. And lastly, in a piece that I actually had kind of not misplaced, but definitely didn't put in the right spot, is this little guy right here. I'm kind of thinking about moving a few things and putting putting this down over here. So what this does, the separator, this is going to give you like just some extra stuff basically in between the slurry and all that good yummy stuff. Well, this allows us to kind of get some extra stuff out of there. Actually, you know what? Might not be a bad idea to replace the bunker for the manure. Put this here, and then put the put all this extra just stuff elsewhere. You know? You kind of see, smell I'm stepping in here? You see what I'm doing. Uh-huh. Just like that. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Yo! So, I deleted a few areas. I'm redoing some stuff here. And I'm finding that this shed right here actually fits pretty darn well right here. Now, I do need to get it, like, lined up to where it's square. But, yeah, about right there would be good. Just line it up with something straight on the side of the field there. But, like, this is working. Just get it to where it doesn't clip. Oh, sorry. Oh, forgot the free mode. No, we're good. Line it up. Bam, go. Run. So now we've got a shed right here where we put some stuff. We have a shed over here that we could put some stuff. Actually, I may close this one in because those extra fences just look terrible right there. We've got our place for the separator right there. Oh yeah, this is cool. Check this out. So I open this up and then walk in and then click down on the left stick, I believe. Yeah, it's not running right now, but actually I think I can make it start running. No, I can't. And so far all I could do is close the gate around myself. So separator's might not even be close enough. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, point being, I thought it was cute to have to open a little gate just to get in there and turn on the separator. So now it's time for roads. We need to start painting some of these. So let's go into painting. We're going to go to gravel. And then I think we're going to go with not the largest one, but maybe the second largest one. Ah, yeah, that'll be just fine. We'll get over here right to the edge and then start making our way down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. That way I can have full control over the entire road going down. Now that we've got all this, we need to go ahead and start doing our milk production once more. Now, beforehand, we were producing way more milk than we could actually handle. So this time around, we're not doing one cheaty. We're going to do 2 of these. That way, we've got plenty of milk production, plenty of everything, and I'm totally not going to make the mistake of putting it over there beside that. I don't know where I'm going to put it, to be fair, but I'm going to put it somewhere. Also, over here, I plan on doing some kind of gate into this area. So, like, the right-hand side from here is going to be completely separated from the left side over here. This is all going to be basically production, where on the right side, this is all going to be your animals and, you know, manure and icky stuff to handle. Yeah. So I decided to do something different here. I'm going to put the milk production over here right beside the silo. So that way I ain't got to do nothing crazy, nothing wild, nothing weird. Definitely nothing weird. Weird is just weird, isn't it? And I know I'm not going to need to get in here either. So all I got to do is place these down. Hopefully nothing is too kind of crooked-ish. Hopefully those triggers don't get in each other's way. Boop. Got it. I never have to go in there. They sell automatically. Makes it nice and easy. Oh yeah, and I put a different shed down. So I'm not saying that I got a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm not behind myself. Let's just put it that way. I started getting excited and I started doing a little bit of extra work going through here, trying to get all of this organized. And well, this is what the BGA area looks like right now. We've definitely taken out a bit more of a load than I was ready for. But you know what? Whatever. It's fine. We do have a couple areas right here, but I'm just going to encase those in fencing for now. This whole area right here, there's no point to include that area with anything that I'm doing right now. However, I am going to bring that into there. Well, maybe not that far down here, but it's good enough for me. And then we've got this area right here. So we've got an area nice. So we've got a place for working on vehicles or whatever you got to do. Well, you could do that right here. Now it's just the decoration parts. And finally, we're almost done, man. We're going to put a couple little bits and pieces in just so that the cows have, well, what looks to be water, but it, well, you know, me and you both know it ain't. Putting the final touches on now, and I decided to use a piece that I don't know if I've used since the game came out. Hedges! And all right, look, I went a little bit overboard, all right? Just leave me alone. So we've got all the good parts in. I don't know what I'm going to do in here, but, well, it's a place, so maybe that's where K-Bot could go. We've got all kinds of stuff in here. Good place to work on vehicles. The BGA's more or less done here, so we've got both of these that open up. Those are going to be our inputs, which is nice. Well, we've got an area right here, which I'm going to do grass and trees and things like that. We've got a code generation plans back here, which have to be accessed. We've got one there, and we've actually got one here as well. I need to do a gate around this, so if you guys want to check this out, check this out. All right, so normally when I'm making fences and stuff, at least when I'm doing my own personal gameplay, I'll just delete certain pieces of fencing and then go in. So I think this is a good spot right here for the fence to start. So that leaves enough opening right there. So if I jump into decorations real quick and I find the fencing that I want to use. So we've got our gate and it almost lines up. Actually, it lines up perfectly, but unfortunately it doesn't want to work with me. So I'm going to demolish one extra spot of that. Come back with our gate. It opens inward, so that's fine with me. Boop, just like so. Find our fencing, connect it, done. Too easy. Now I can get in here and do what I need to do with the code generation plant. However, it's going to go in there directly, so I ain't got to worry about it. And the entrance to the entire complex is open, so you don't have to go in a certain spot or do anything like that. This entire area is open right here, and so is the area on the side. I don't have to open any gates, nothing like that, but I do have gates that I could go in. So that's kind of nice. All right, I got to put the final bits of decoration. We'll move equipment over. I think we'll be all set. And we're finally done. I've been able to move everything over. I've still got to buy the cattle, but we'll take care of that at a later date. We're going to go ahead and park up our 8R right here and then kind of give you a little walk around tour so you know where everything is and you know exactly how it's all going to function once we're all kind of up and running. So we've got, well, trees right there. We've got our BGA system that we've put together. We can go ahead and close these. No reason to keep them open. So I've taken all of the hedges, as you can see right there. We've got all those rocking. We've got all our pieces down here. We'll go ahead and close up the gates to the code generation plant, even though we don't need that. Also got a nice little building there. Little hedges every single where. What do you think? What do you think? So the way it's all going to work is the animals produce milk, manure, and slurry. Now, the slurry is going to go into these tanks right here, and so is the milk. Now, once the milk goes into those tanks, it's then going to go immediately into these two tanks right here, which are going to process it and sell it for us automatically. We don't have to do anything, and you could do all of that on all platforms. Boom, easy said and done. Now, it's also going to make manure, which is going to come over here. So we're going to collect the manure with a trailer. We're going to collect the slurry with a tanker. We're going to bring that stuff over here. Manure is going to go in these, and slurry is going to go right here. Once we've got all of that included, then it's going to turn all of that into methane, which is going to go over here. And then we've got digestate, which goes back over here. And then we take the digestate and spread that on the ground. There's a lot to do. There's a lot going on. Oh, yeah. And then because we've got slurry, we've also got this part right here, which is the separator, which separates it out. And then we get bedding that goes back into the animals. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. So tune in for the next one. We're going to have a lot of fun running this place.